one would hope. But you know, what kind of? Let's look at some of the matchups we've got here. We've got Greatbeard of Odin up against Shaken Not Stirred. That's going to be quite the top lane to watch.
I think it's going to be pretty exciting. They're both top tier players, high caliber players, and they always give us a good show. I hope that continues tonight.
Right, and they both play very similarly as well, which I think will be interesting to see. Of course, you've got Fat Lee just absolutely destroying it in the jungle, with Van Hohenheim meanwhile in the mid lane there for Northern Storm and Triple Strike respectively. So just power spread all over these lanes, all over these matchups, and especially since Shaken and Odin sometimes play similar champions, I'd be really interested to see who gets through the pick ban phase and who gets picked up by which player.
Oh yeah, and with the meta, what it is right now, I think there's going to be a major advantage for his team Triple Strike. Northern Storm definitely favor assassins, and Von Hohenheim's pool is very solidly based in the mage meta, so this is just going to be a big bump to him.
Let's see where we go here. Udyr first ban. That's how you do it. That's how you try to stay alive against Fat Lee. You take Udyr off the table. Let's see if it continues.
Taking Varus away. I haven't seen a lot of success with him, but
Probably just respecting who they're up against. Don't
Goonstomp has a lot of playtime with him.
So.
While we're waiting, we want to thank Mischa0610 for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you.
Fear controls them.
Absolutely. And seeing some interesting bans here. I mean, taking Kane out as well.
Your commands tire me.
And Vigar. Alright, so all the bans targeted against Hohenheim. Not a big surprise there. Caitlyn getting picked up.
Seen Caitlyn a lot today.
Yeah, a lot of first picks Caitlyn's too.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the response is. Mid lane, of course. Something.
I was about to say, I think Tristan is.
Yeah, Tristana's definitely a good pick in this situation. Just, you know, overall good ADC. Ooh, Gragas.
Wow.
That's exciting. Gragas jungle, most likely. I mean, obviously.
Personal favorite jungle. Personal
Nice
favorite.
Scion.
Yeah, I loved using him back when he was meta. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Gragas has been very interesting because he's been meta in every lane. There hasn't been a role that he hasn't performed strong in at some point during the life of League of Legends.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Gragas' flex potential in this is amazing. He could be top, mid, jungle.
Singed.
Interesting.
Really strong right now. Actually crazy.
I do want to call out that Odin had posted in chat asking who he should play, and that was the last. That was the last suggestion made. Someone said
It
Sid.
was.
I think it's also worth noting that I believe LNC posted something about Singed support being a thing that at least one person is using. So, ooh.
Kasai. Didn't even. That never crossed my little. Oh. Kaisa.
Yeah, this is the first time I've
crossed my brain.
This is the first time I've ever said her name out loud, so I was just giving it a shot.
Well, I'm excited to see Caston's daughter make a step into the
Wait,
LCUS
so mid?
rift.
Mid,
Where's
probably.
Kaisa play? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Hohenheim picking up the new whatever.
I've been seeing her in the jungle too, so there's
Interesting.
still potential.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with it, I mean, that's not going to say the problem. Let's say the benefit. The benefit of a champion like Kaisa is that she has abilities that work with both ADC and AP. So she's got such flex potential.
Yeah.
Took out the Kled. Good idea against Shaken. No Scion bans yet. I know that Greatbeard of Odin likes Scion a lot, and Shen. Let's see what the last ban is here.
I think they're just assuming it's going to be Singed
I'll
top.
beat it out of you.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
All the jungle bans.
Singed top is the most likely thing. But I'm interested to see if there's another top lane to try and narrow Shaken's pool.
I recommend skipping.
Lulu. Alright. So, a nice variety of picks here. Worth noting that I'm guessing Northern Storm is assuming that Kaisa is mid lane because they didn't focus any more bans on Hohenheim's pool. Which could work to Triple Strike's advantage if Kaisa is not being played mid. But I'm guessing she's
I mean, you
mid.
get something like that, and it's definitely going to be wild card.
Yeah, definitely excited to see her debut though.
Yeah, hopefully it's not her last showing. Hopefully.
Oh come on! Don't tell me you buy into all the memes.
It's hard to say. Did you watch the gym class feeders?
I did not watch the gym class feeders. No.
Well, if you watch the gym class feeders, then you would know that
Is it Kaisa jungle?
You know, I don't actually know. Okay, so let's pretend here. Trundles.
Who could be support?
Singed is support. I'm 99% sure Singed is support in this
But we
comp.
see him with Ghost teleport
Yes.
as his
Well,
summoners.
they could get swapped around. Because, I mean, you know, they could be shuffling things here. Let's see what the next 45 seconds bring us.
I don't think there's a support.
Zig support, it looks like. To me.
It could be Zig support. It could be Trundle support.
Well, that's quote unquote support. I don't.
could be Kaisa support.
It's some bull crap. We see Zig support before we see Blitz mid, man. I don't even want to play with y'all.
This is very, very, very interesting.
Let's save our analysis until the loadout's done, because I want to see if they're gonna bamboozle us and swap something at the last second here.
So.
It wouldn't be the first time, and it will definitely not be the last time.
It'll have to be like a triple swap.
All right, so there's no bamboozling. This is what we live with, everyone. Okay, so
Holy moly.
since Running and I have to deal with this for the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna start with you, Nickel, because you're the one who freaks out the most about strange things. Tell me about this team comp from Triple Strike.
What's there to say? Well, Trundle Jungle is not something new, so that's not
Newsworthy.
not
True.
newsworthy. Kaisa mid has been, I want to say proven, but it's not proven in the LCUS, so I won't say proven, but has been a viable mid lane choice. Although going against, is it going against Lux? Yes, maybe.
It's probably
Yes.
Lux.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
probably
Lux.
Lux.
It's Lux.
And I'm sorry, guys. But I'm actually surprised that Singed wasn't a support. I know that might sound strange, but I actually agree with Sig that Singed support might actually have been a little bit more viable than Zig's. But that's just my personal preference. But and then Northern Storm, a little bit cleaner on that side, so thank God.
All right.
But
Still Lysandra you don't see every day.
yeah, but I feel
Gragas
like-
too, I haven't seen him around much lately.
Yeah, I mean, Lysandra, Gragas, there's some different picks here. Singed, I mean, also. All right, so once again, we'll take the support question to Sig here. All right, Sig, you're playing a normal lane. You're playing Braum, Tristana. Everything seems cool. You get down the lane, and you've got a Ziggs Caitlyn facing you. What do you do?
I throw the Q on Ziggs and get the insta kill. You have the attack speed with Tristana to be able to make those passive procs happen, and you secure the kill every time. That satchel charge isn't a very solid disengage, so you just kind of dunk on. I really do like Northern Storm's comp because I have a strong like for Lysandra, and I think she's a very solid top laner to play into Singed. I like Singed, but I think picking him without knowledge of what you're playing into is a little difficult. Overall, I think this is going to be an exciting game for one reason or another.
All right, but it sounds like you're leaning more toward Northern Storm.
Just based off the bot lane for your question, yes, I am leaning more towards Northern Storm in that matchup.
All right.
Yeah.
And just really quick, Nickel, what do you think about Lysandra Singe? Who do you think's got the edge there?
Lysandra Singed. It's gotta be. Man, I haven't seen Lysandra in so freaking long. Neither Singed too.
Can she
But,
farm under tower?
Yeah, well, I feel like that she has a chance, but might just be me having more experience with Singed. I feel like that if Singed plays smart and he gets some ganks under his belt, he might have a little bit better of a laning phase than her.
All right.
But who knows? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to say this is the most interesting team comp we've seen since Jungle Tarek, and I hope that we can get some analyst desk commentary when we come back from this. Thanks for your insights, guys.
Thank you.
Loving that World Breaker Trundle splash art, by the way. It's great skin appearance, at least.
Every time someone's been asking me, bro, what do you think of the champ? Like, oh yeah, the mid lane. I really do think she was a mid laner since I seen her, but maybe not. Maybe I'm still wrong, but we get to see it today.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see how many times we missay her name. I mean, that's really where the
Kaisa. I think it's Kaisa.
Kaisa.
I haven't seen her ever.
It's like Kaiser, I guess. So that's easier enough to remember.
We've got a 5-man. I just don't know about the Zig support. I guess they just think it's gonna be a poke lane and then maybe kill the tower, but
looks like Northern Storm is going for hyper aggression here.
Well, I think it's also because they know they're like, oh, Singe is probably gonna come try and proxy, so maybe we can head him off.
So funny to hear proxy used in something other than StarCraft. All right, let's see what happens here.
Like, here we go.
Singe enjoying himself.
Read him like, ooh, missed that, but read him like a book. Easy first kill. Too predictable. Ugh.
Ah, well.
IMO. And no flash, too.
Yeah, that's rough for Great Beard of Odin. And the kill went on the
chat.
someone's going to be yelling about me not having the stuff switched around yet. Give me a second, kids.
Under Trist.
Yeah, Trist got the kill besides. That's going to be rough for your bot lane.
Do these teams ever practice against each other? Do you know?
I do not believe so. I mean, the players play games during the week, just, players switch around.
But, like, scrim each other?
No, they do not scrim, to my knowledge.
Okay. I was just wondering, it looks like Tristana went with Doran's Blade, went back and got not Longsword, Dagger, and then Health Bots. I guess maybe she's worried about getting poked out.
Well, I mean, poke is definitely a real concern when you have a Ziggs down there, too. Probably wants the extra regeneration and health.
Kaisa went for the long range. I'm not even sure of all of her abilities, to be honest.
Well, I'm
But
not.
to try and steal the blue.
I'm not surprised. Hohenheim had some good success with that. Zoe in game 1 last week stole a red buff. So, I mean, obviously trying it again might as well, especially with that massive range it does give you. At least get a little maybe extra damage off on the Gragas, possibly screw up his path. But Kaisa's getting poked all the way to hell. And fortunately a tower shot made Sigtao back off. But we'll have to see. Oh yeah, really should start keeping an eye. There's so many different lanes to want to watch.
Yeah, it's bouncing everywhere from.
I mean, you've got.
It did take not bad trades, just getting poked a lot. But especially a new champion, like well, here's a gang. Pops everything, doesn't want to die here. And the gang going top lane.
Probably going to get Odin again. That's unfortunate for him. So starting
Slowed to death, red buff, Q.
Starting to look how my Singed games go.
Yep. Kaisa, kind of hard to learn how to under tower and pushing like that. Might be beneficial.
For sure. And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these ganks work out for him. because in a match like this where there's so many unknowns, the ganks are really going to help stabilize for each individual team. Hohenheim
Yeah.
going into a weird position, missing that ward. I'm sure he feels bad about that. Singe teleporting back top. Oh, Hohenheim in a little bit of position here. Let's see if he can get away with it.
Ooh, great flash body slam. Easy kill.
I don't know if Hohenheim had a chance there at the end of that stun to flash, but if he did, I'm glad he didn't. Because that would have just been a
Yeah.
waste. Oh,
Finding the Trundle. Not sure who wins this. Probably neither. Just slap each other around a little bit.
I would say that if the fight had to go that long, Sig, I'm echoing on your headset. Gragas would win that, I would say, just because of the durability factor.
Yeah, both had red buff too. I mean, had red buff.
Love to see how it goes. Goon, little hurt. Sorry we're not catching Ziggs so much here, but there's so much else going on the map.
Hasn't taken any farm. Which is good to see.
Odin's just taking a lot of poke. This Singe is not having a good lane.
Yeah, especially blind picking it. I mean, pick Lissandra for a reason.
Have to see Sig's back in lane, or Sigtao is back in lane rather. So can't call him Fizz because Fizz is back in lane. There's a Fizz in lane, guys. Just the sixth champion.
Hiding.
He's troll polling so well you can't even see him. But yeah, interesting. I'm really interested to see how Hohenheim plays it, especially because he's going longsword. So he's building ADC in the mage lane.
Yeah. Interesting. So the only AP that's going to be that's might not be good.
I don't know. I mean, I've played support, mage, you know, like.
Oh yeah, Ziggs.
Yeah. I mean, I generally when I do it, it's Vel'Koz. But you know,
That's still going to be a lot to ask. No farm support, and that's O2 singed against some pretty decent tanks.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there isn't too much of a tank presence, especially with Singed being so behind. But we'll see. Hohenheim seems to be rotating down for a gank. Does get spotted though.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be really hard. Well,
Gets
getting that off.
immediately. Good job by Alonzi screwing
Good
that up
pillar.
there. Good job by Portswimmer moving up there.
Ooh,
Teleporting to
big ult.
huge ult
Is
there by
Tristana going to get the... Here's one. Get the reset.
Flash. Poor Ziggs.
Ooh, is she going to get too close? No. Does have a reset, though.
Great job by Shaken there. Locking down most of the team.
It's not stopping.
Yeah, this fight's still
I don't
going.
know if they're
Taurus
gonna
is down.
survive.
Swimmer's down.
Everyone's dead.
That is crushing.
Man, really big fight. Especially
Yeah.
one that you started.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Triple Strike there.
So it looks like they assume they're just going to take this and then, yeah, rotate up top. Brum's already there. Doesn't need Singe getting too excited. Cannot match teleport.
Turret's getting low. Probably going to go down. I mean, in some ways it is kind of unfortunate that Triple Strike is suffering like this because they, you know, have an interesting comp. Let's say a fun
Yeah.
comp even.
Yeah.
And they're just getting stepped on for it.
Yep.
But we'll see. I mean, you know, they're down by 4K at 8 minutes. I'm sure people have come back from worse than this. Just look at last year's Super Bowl. Cross sports joke there, folks. Sorry about that. All right, good step by Hohenheim to avoid that. I
Yeah,
think
they're keeping her extra speed. Ooh.
I'm actually surprised Hohenheim didn't try to use her ult there.
Yeah.
I think
Zip to the Lux.
yeah, zip to the Lux and then try to run from there. Get away from that Gragas.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, all respect to Hohenheim, since it is a new champion, it's possible that level of thought about using
This
her
is
abilities isn't there yet.
something. Yeah.
Or, you know, arguably, Hohenheim was dead anyway, so why bother?
Yeah.
What's the,
What's the cooldown on that ult?
yeah, I'm checking that now. 93 seconds, so probably,
She could have burned it.
yeah, she could have. Or, you know, depending,
Well, I mean,
depending how quickly Hohenheim thinks he's going to get back into a fight, maybe he doesn't want to waste it. You know, it's not like Scion's ult, where, you know, if you use it and then once you get into lane, you're probably going to stay there for a while, so who cares?
yeah.
Ziggs has CS finally. Big shout out to a 3 CS at 9 minutes, Ziggs. Getting a gank here.
That was their plan.
CB did not seem to notice it quick enough, so... No?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Really good job by Shaken there. Nice! It was a really nice try by CB Hickey there.
Yeah. Try and stay alive. Man, that Lissandra just caught him out of thin air, though. Yeah, it looks like that was their plan. Take Caitlyn, Ziggs, try and get the tower down fast, because it looks like Ziggs had the tower killing mastery, or tower killing rune. The thought process, picking that up.
Yeah, we'll have to see where Take the Land decides to go from here, because they're just getting picked off at every angle.
Really good mechanically and everything coming out here too. Flash body slams, Q's on point, only taking the 1 minion, and still able to hit through the wave.
Yeah, this reminds me more of the Northern Storm from last split. But yeah, I mean,
really strong.
need some pickoffs here. Obviously, they've got to find somebody alone. They do have reasonable ward coverage. I mean, not great by any means, but they do see the Gragas moving. Maybe get a ward or two more into their own jungle in the south. The Ziggs is doing just that. So, good job, support Ziggs. Keep it up.
There's all the outers.
Alright, so 3 turrets down. 8k gold lead at 11 minutes. Probably doesn't feel good, especially after what I was saying earlier about how 9k is generally the end of the game.
Yeah.
Caitlyn getting ganked. Does manage to dodge a couple of skill shots there. Gets the slow, doesn't manage to avoid the ult, but LNZ is coming. Ooh, pillar goes the wrong way, unfortunately. It backs off instead of going in. Maybe some miscommunication there. It's also possible that he figured, yeah, that there was a follow-up coming and didn't want to get involved in that. There the follow-up was. Singe suffering more. Tower aggro drawn on him because of his poison.
Jeez. Really well played from Tristana, knowing she had the damage, could get the tower aggro with the poison. Took him down.
Alright. So in what is quickly becoming the most painful LCUS match in history.
Might be the fastest.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, there's still possibilities. I'm sure Hohenheim has a point where Kaisa goes off,
Oh yeah.
and so I'm sure he wants to, if he can get to that point. Because I mean, there's some playmaking potential in this team. They just need to find a place to execute it. I mean, going up on this solo Trist could be one of them, even though she is 4-0. But instead, they're kind of just passively hanging out in the jungle. Obviously disheartened.
Definitely.
Speaking of Tristana, here she is.
Ooh, flash for the knockback.
That was actually a really good
I
ult.
think that's gonna kill. Yeah. It's too much damage coming out.
5-0 Trist now. 5-man pushing mid. Odin is split pushing now.
It's a really bad start to the game.
Yeah, but I mean, just another amazing go-in play there by Shaken.
Yeah.
if I could make a joke for just 1 second here, we got to really talk about this Braum who's just been feeding this whole game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The only one. Poor Hodor.
Alright, so Odin heading back. Probably won't get killed. Looks like they're focusing on Rift Herald instead.
I thought they were gonna get the Braum in that play bot lane too.
So we'll just have to see where the next step here is. What is Trundle waiting for? Looks like he's waiting for some gold. Some item that's 400, 475, something like that. Alright, Rift Herald goes down. Pretty much a win more at this point. What did Trundle buy?
Oh yeah.
No, it looks like
We
Trundle.
gotta take everything off the map. Don't give them an inch.
Alright, Port Swimmer keeps trying with Caitlyn. At this point with the score screen the way it is, I'm pretty sure that very few of the heroes cost anything anymore for kills.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a diminishing returns aspect here as well. Obviously, dying sucks, but there's just a certain point where it doesn't matter how much you die, they're only going to get 80 gold for you at a time. I mean, like here, let's see this. That was an interesting use of summoners. He's trying. He's doing his plays. Yeah, he's only like 150 gold now or something like that. Good attempt on that Gragas. Trying to two-man. Trying to do those pickoffs. It's just that everyone's so fed at this point. Good exhaust as well, saving the Ziggs. LNZ is trying to get in on Shaken. Fortunately, he's all alone. Good damage, though.
Yeah.
I mean, really good damage. Going for that.
They're trying.
Yeah. I mean, that. I don't know if the stopwatch was even necessary there, Shaken. But, I mean, you see a Ziggs ult, you stopwatch. It's just kind of the reflex. But yeah,
Especially after watching those last two games.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's good to see that they're still trying to get the pickoffs, and they, like I said, they could have gotten it. Unfortunately, the team wasn't in that great of a position to follow up on Trundle's really good damage output.
So you gotta buy the Guardian Angel to make sure.
Hohenheim and assuming once Caitlyn comes back, Lux is here. Lux's ult is down, so she wouldn't be able to ult these two. Oh, surrender.
And the surrender. That's the first surrender I've seen.
Yeah, generally it doesn't happen, but I mean, 20 to 1, I think. I don't run the show, but I'd be willing to allow that. All right, so relatively painful game one. I believe in Triple Strike to come back with perhaps a less, again, I'll use the term fun team comp, and actually be a team comp that can get some points on the board. Sig, are you back with us? No. All right. So, Running, we'll just stick with you here for the moment. I mean, what do you want to see different from Triple Strike in Game 2, beyond kills?
A different game. Maybe they try out. Well, if I'm reading the chat and he's telling the truth, Great Beard voted and said first game singed. Let's go. Oh, not first time singed. First game singed. Okay, not first time, but looks like he listened to the chat. Went ahead and picked singed. Not sure if that was the greatest idea. Singed is pretty strong right now, so I wasn't even that pick at the beginning, but definitely didn't go his way. Jeez Louise. Even minus that, like, beginning cheese that they got him in the bush or whatever, Fat Lee on that Gragas was crazy good. Like, that was really nice. I don't know if they like to ban him out, I guess, because who did they ban? Kane, Udyr, I think they banned a third. Banned a lot of junglers, but man, he really did. Just seemed like he was in every lane, getting every assist. Really put the game on its head.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just what Fat Lee does, and it's definitely something that they're going to have to watch out for in game two, and something that just everyone in general, when you're playing up against Northern Storm, needs to keep in mind. Um, so we're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll move into our final game of the night. Hopefully, a little bit longer game of the night between Triple Strike and Northern Storm. Please stay tuned.